Curved surface, yes. Curved surface, closed figure. Is it a circle?
It has radius and diameter, teacher.
It is having radius and diameter. This is not a definition for circle. So what is the definition for circle? This you have studied already. Definition for the circle is a set of points, a set of points, a set of points which moves in a plane such that the distance from fixed point, the distance from fixed point is always a fixed constant, This is the definition of circle. A set of points which moves in a plane, such that the distance from fixed point is always a fixed constant, So how can we understand this? A set of points. So now I will take one fixed point. What they said? It is a fixed point. So I'll take one fixed point here. That fixed point we are calling later it as a center. Now fixed point, from the fixed point I will draw some like this, dots. If I join these dots, what happens? This becomes a here fixed point is slipping. See, now just look at here. This is a fixed point. I name it as O. I will name it as O. A set of points. What is meant by set of points? From the fixed point, I draw now. Just you have seen dot. That's nothing but a point. If I join that dots or that points, I will get a complete circle. Isn't it? I'll get a complete circle. A set of points which moves in a plane. Moves in a plane such that the distance from the fixed point is always constant. Always constant means once I kept my compass for this gap, same gap I will maintain from the first to last to complete this circle. What it says means if I have drawn any line from center to point on the circle, anywhere you draw, anywhere in the circle you draw from the center to point on the circle, what this gap you are getting? Suppose this circle is 2 centimeter circle means you will get the same distance everywhere. Any number of lines you join from the center to point on the circle, any number of lines you draw and join, but you will get the what distance is same. That is the 2 centimeter only. So this is a fixed constant we are saying. Fixed. So now name this one. I'll call this O as a center. This I will take OA. This I will take OAN, A2, A3. From the center to point on the circle, that is called what? What? Anyone?
Radius.
More than one radius is there, means plural form of radius is radii. So OA1, OA2, OA3. These are all radii. This is a fixed one. Center to point on the circle. They may ask for 1 mark. These are all completed already in 8th line standard. But you may get this question also. We don't know. Okay. Now, radius is over. After the radius, how many radius we can draw in a circle? In a circle, how many? Please keep on your camera. In a circle, how many radius can we draw? In a circle, how many radius can we draw? If how many? Only 3?
Infinite.
Infinite. Countless. We don't know. We can draw any number of radii here. There are a lot of spaces there, isn't it? So we don't know. If we have taken a bigger circle, we will get a more radii. This is small, little less, but we cannot count it. So infinite. That also comes for 1 mark. Okay. After the radii, I'll grab now. Only one radii I'll take. Or radius I will take. OA is the radius. Remaining I'll grab. I wanted to draw something else. So understood now what is radii, radius and all. These are all very important. Next construction comes. Okay. Now after the radius, I will go for the chord. Radius we are denoting it as a small letter r always. Okay. Small letter r. Or capital also. Sometimes capital R also they will denote. Okay, radius over. Next I will go for the chord. What is mean by chord? What is mean by chord? Anybody, can you tell me what is mean by chord? A line segment whose end point, line segment means you know, this is a line segment. A line segment whose end point lying on the circle. Okay, lying on the circle. I will draw from here to here. This is a line segment. The end point of this line segment lying on the circle. This is called a chord. Chord. I name it as A is over there. X and Y. So XY is a chord. XY is a chord. Okay. Next, after chord we can see segment. Now chord is this. What is meant by segment? Segment means one chord with that part of a circumference. So what is meant by circumference? Circumference means this complete circle outside line is boundary line is called as circumference. Circle's boundary line. This is called circumference. Okay, circumference. So one chord with the part of the circumference. That part of the circumference is called as arc. Part of the circumference is arc. Then circumference formula is what? Circumference formula is 2 pi into r. 2 pi value is always constant, either 22 by 7 or 3.14. R is a radius. Okay now. Now where we are? We are in segment. Segment means what then? A region or area bounded by the circle and arc. Now, this is a chord. What is the difference between chord and the segment? See, chord means only the line segment. It just end point touches on the circle. But segment means with the chord we need an arc. What region we can see here? Region means it's an area. What area we can see? This segment, concept of segment is very important for next lesson, area of the circle lesson. Area of circle lesson, concept of segment, and this chord, what comes next sector, everything is very important. So listen carefully. The area bounded by the line segment and the arc, that area is called as segment. Area is called as segment. So I'll name it as P Q R. PQR. PQR is a segment. Or you can complete it. PQRP. PQRP or PRQP. Same, it is same. Okay. Segment. The region of area bounded by chord and an arc. Definition is the region or area, both same, one word you can use. Region or area bounded by chord and an arc. Chord and an arc. Okay, in segment we can see two type of segments. Which are there? One is a small part of segment. Then this is also segment. One chord and bigger arc is there. One chord and bigger arc is there. So it's a minor segment. Small is called a minor. Bigger one is called a major. Okay, minor segment and the major segment. So this minor segment is what? PQRP. PQRP is a minor segment. PQ, I'll name some point here, T. Okay, PQTP is a major segment. In the arc also we can see, arc also only if you are taking, suppose only if you are taking an arc, only this part is there, SU. SU is a minor arc, small arc. This SU, I'll take here W. SWU is a minor arc, smaller arc. S will take here V. SVU is a major arc. Understood? Arc also we are dividing as major and minor. Segment over. Understood now what mean by segment? The area is called a segment. This place is called a segment. What place?
Next is a sector.
Teacher,
Sector means not audible. Advait, only you are having the problem. Please refresh first. Sector. What is meant by sector? The area bounded with two radii and arc. Problems. I will show two radius. One radius. Oh, sorry, one radius. One more radius. It is two radii. Isn't it? PQ. My voice is breaking.
Two radii with an arc, the area is called a sector. This is what? Cake. Your birthday cake you're cutting now, two sides, V shape. That's nothing but a sector. That piece is nothing but a sector. Understood? You're taking and keeping someone's mouth. That piece of cake is, that is in the shape of sector. If you cut like this, if you cut something else, this what? Kochi kochi hakunandi antaru. Adalla. Okay. Now this is a sector. This is very important for us. Sector, segment, chord, everything. Next to why we have to solve the problems in area related circle in that lesson. So this is mean by sector. So sector means the area, a part of a circle, a part of a circle with two radii, and an arc, OPQ. OPQ is a sector. Okay, now one thing I left there, diameter. Diameter is also a chord. They may ask with you one mark question, which is the biggest chord in circle. Biggest chord in circle is diameter. See, diameter means it must pass through the center. And touches two ends. The ends will be on the circle. This is a line segment and passing through the center touches two ends of the circle. Okay. Diameter. Chord is just a line segment which touches two ends of the circle, but it is not passing through the center. It's not passing through the center. That's the difference between the diameter and the center. The chord. Diameter is passing through the center, but the chord is not passing through the center. But diameter is also a chord. Diameter is also a chord, and one more is biggest chord of the circle is diameter. Remember for 1 mark. And what is the relationship between the diameter and the radius? What's the relationship between the diameter and radius? Just you see, half of the diameter is nothing but radius, center to point on the circle. Here also, half of the circle, this is one radius, this is one radius. So diameter means it completely becomes two radius. So what's the relationship? Diameter. We will denote this diameter as D. Diameter is 2 radius. Or oppositely if you want to write D by 2 diameter. Half of the diameter is nothing but radius. We need these all things. So remember, once again in area related lesson, I won't continue again. Same thing will repeat and the problems we have to solve. Remember this one. Okay, this is about the diameter. So almost we have covered what comes under circle. These all you have studied in your smaller classes, in your previous years, 8th, 9th and all. Now actual 10th standard syllabus I will move. Okay, now is what I am going to start. It's the 10th standard syllabus. In that I want to start a relationship between the circle and a line. A circle and line. Starting, I'll take circle, one circle and line. Before the explanation, I wanted to draw 3 figures, simple figures. Adjust my circle, okay. Every time using that compass is difficult. So this is the circle. It is a complete real circle, okay. It shows like little bend, no problem, adjust. While you are drawing in the notes, draw it properly. This is a line segment, P and Q. No need, from X, Y will take. P afterwards, one later will come. Next, one more. X, Y, center O. Can you see this? Just to see the difference between these 3 figures. In these 3 figures, can you observe the difference? Yes. Circle is here, the line is away from the circle. Isn't it? Line is away from the circle means there is a gap between the line and circle. Observe here, the circle is here, the line is inside the circle. Here the circle, line is only touching, just touching to the circle. So three types of figures we can see, isn't it? Three types of figures we can see. Now, first one, this is called as the non-intersecting circle. Non-intersecting circle means what? Line is not touches to the circle. Non-intersecting. Intersecting is it is touching. Intersecting means it's touching. So non-intersecting. So this one we don't want. For us, any problems or anything is not there for us. On this topic, we don't have anything this year. Here now, this is intersecting the circle. Intersecting to the circle. With how many points? With the 2 points. A line segment is passing. The line segment is passing from or inside the circle. The line segment is passing inside the circle. It touches the 2 points. When the line segment touches the 2 points and passing outside, only if it touches 2 points, it is a part, isn't it? It is passing continuously, produced infinitely. I can take it out. I can bring it down infinitely, but I stop here, that's all. Okay. It is called as secant. Okay, secant means a line segment touching 2 points. The line segment passing through a circle by touching 2 points. That is a secant. This is called a secant. They may ask this one for 1 mark. What is secant? Next comes. This is just the circle and line segment touching in 1 point, only in 1 point. This point is called, I name it as P, this point is called the point of contact, where the circle is touching. Point of contact, the line segment touching to the point is called a point of contact. Very important. This point of contact and this line segment is nothing but a tangent. This is called a tangent. This is what we need is here. This is the tangent. Okay. Before going for the tangent, I'll give the definition of the secant. Now, secant means what? Secant means what? A line segment intersects circle at 2 points. A line segment intersect circle at 2 points. At 2 points is called a secant. Okay. Next is the tangent. Tangent, I'll start there. Wait just a minute. Dear students, please keep on your cameras. Why are you going to off? Now I will go to a tangent. Tangent, a line segment intersects at only 1 point. Definition of tangent. A line segment intersect at only 1 point. Only 1 point. This is called a tangent. What is that only 1 point? That is called the point of contact. That point is also called point of contact. point of contact. Okay. Now, upon this secant and tangent, you are getting a 5 types of minimum, not 5, 6 types of 1 marks question. 1 marks question. It's not given directly in the reader, but you may get. So I will try the question. If you try to answer this question. Try to answer this question. If it's wrong, no problem. It's right as good. Okay. First question. How many tangents drawn? How many tangents drawn from single point of this circle? First question, 1 mark question it is. It is not there in the reader, but they will ask to the exam. How many tangents shown? How many tangents drawn from a single point of the circle? From a single point on this circle. Just imagine the figure. This is a circle. This is a single point. How many tangents I can draw? How many tangents I can draw?
2.
Only. How will you draw 2? In a circle, in the single point. They did not say one more point you can use in a circle. In one circle, only 1 point you can use. So, 1 tangent. Okay. Second question. How many tangents drawn parallel on a single circle? Drawn as parallel on a single circle. So draw a circle. I'll start from here and draw parallel lines. Can you tell me how many tangents I can draw as parallel on a single circle?
Only 2, teacher.
Very good. Only 2. See, inner side what I have drawn here, that is not a tangent because the 2 points are touching. The circle touching by 2 points. If it touches by the 2 points, it is called as a secant, isn't it? It's called as a secant. So only 1 point it touches means only 2 parallel lines we can draw. Either this or you can draw like this also. If you are drawing like this, here also you will get only the 2 tangents. Understood?
Both type in one circle can't draw, teacher.
No, you cannot. Then it is 2. Answer is 2. Third question. How many tangents parallel on a secant on a circle? Understand the meaning of the question. How many tangents parallel on a secant on a circle? Can anybody guess the answer? Afterwards I will tell. Anyone guess the answer? Can you? Please guess the answer. Pavitra, I will send the question. No problem, don't write now. I will send the question later. Just you tell me the answer. Others can try. How many tangents as parallel on a secant on a circle?
2, teacher.
Okay, she's saying 2. We'll check it. Any other answer from anyone? This is a circle. We have to draw one secant. This is a secant. So how many parallel tangent I can draw, they ask. So how many parallel tangent I can draw? Tangent I can draw only here. Isn't it? Secant I have to draw inside. So how many parallel tangents are there? Here one, here one. Two. Very good, Tejashree. Two parallel tangents I can draw. Okay, fourth question. How many tangents drawn from a point inside the circle? How many tangents drawn from a point? Point, where is the point? Point is inside the circle. Yes, what's the answer? How many tangents I can draw from the point is inside the circle?
Can't, teacher. 0.
Very good. We cannot draw because see, this is a circle. There is one point inside it. If I draw one line here, it will not become a tangent. It becomes a secant, isn't it? So it becomes a secant. So the answer is no, it is 0. How many they asked? 0. If it is possible they asked, answer is no. Okay, how many means we must show in terms of number. Is it possible if they asked we have to say no, not 0? Not possible, like that. You understand the right answer. That happens in 10th standard. Next probability lesson comes, there you will come to know. Okay, there is 2 more questions are there. Okay, now this one. How many tangents drawn from a point outside the circle? Sorry, on the circle. How many tangents drawn from a point on the circle? How many tangents drawn from a point in the circle? On the circle. On this circle. Point is on the circle now. How many tangents?
1.
Correct. Point is on the circle. Number of tangent is 1. So it is 1. Now, last one. How many tangents? How many tangents can we draw from a point outside the circle? Now who will give the answer correctly? We'll see. Yes, 10.
0.
1, 0.
0.
Okay, 0. Then
0.
Vaishnavi 0, Roshni 0, 1 person said 1. No? Tejas maybe. Any other answer? Other students? Now we are 22 students are in the class. Only 3 are answering.
Teacher, I
Others?
said 0.
Tejas said 0. Okay.
I said teacher 1.
Now next. Now I will tell 0 and 1, both answers are wrong. What is the answer then? How many tangents drawn My circle now is not in egg shape also. Okay.
2, teacher.
Now one more answer I got as 2. Circle is here, point is outside the circle. But here I can draw one tangent, here I can draw one tangent, therefore answer 2 is correct. Good. So from the outside of a point, I can draw 2 tangents at a time. Understood? 2 tangents at a time. This is what we require now next for the theorem. Upon this, we have to write one theorem. Okay. Now, what is this? I will name the center as O, this as point as P. Now I will give here namings as the point of contact. This is the point of contact. Even this is also a point of contact. Where the tangent touches to the circle, that point is called a point of contact. This is the B. Remember, this is one tangent, this is one tangent drawn from the point outside the circle. These 2 tangents are always equal. Remember, these 2 tangents are always equal. Always. Suppose if you are getting next to while solving the problem, you may get the tangent like this, you may get the tangent like this, you may get the tangent like this. But remember, this tangent is drawn outside the circle. So point is outside the circle. So these 2 sides are equal. Here this is the point outside the circle. These 2 tangents are equal. Here this is the point outside the circle. These 2 tangents are equal. Understood? It's only possible in the problem. But generally they ask for only 2 tangents. Okay, you don't say now from this side also. Because point outside the circle, only one point is it. So answer is here 2. Now we will continue in this. PA and the PB are the tangents. PA and PB are the 2 tangents. Tangents drawn from an external point on the circle. External means outside. Okay. Drawn from an external point on the circle. On the circle are always equal. On the circle are always equal. That is PA equal to PB. Remember this one. If you measure and see, after we are having a construction, at that time you will completely come to know, you can measure and see these tangents, you will get same length. Okay, length of these are equal. Suppose you are getting here 4 centimeter, you will get here 4 centimeter only. You must get. Okay. So next upon, if suppose, now next you see, I'll continue a little in this only basic things. I think time up. I will start the theorem tomorrow. In this, under this circle, 2 theorems you can see. Afterwards, problems. Okay. Now, I'll continue this figure once again. I'll take. You can draw from here also, no problem. Any one side. If it is a center, this line is what now? Can you tell me what is this line? No. So the center to point on a circle is called?
It's a radii.
OA and OB are the radii. Isn't it? We know in a circle, any number of radius you draw, those radius are equal. In single line I will show. We know the tangents are equal. Okay? And one more thing you must remember, from the center to the point of contact, from the center to point of contact, if you are joining any line, that angle is always right angle. That angle is always right angle. Remember, here also. Center to point of contact. Always means only simple circle if you draw, not it is 90. If you have tangent there, then only it is 90. Center to point of contact, if you draw any line, the angle formed is always right angle, always right angle. Here also one point of contact is there, here also one point of contact is there. So these 2 points are always right angles. Remember this one. So how can I write? Angle OAP. Before that I write the radii and the point of contact. The radius and the point of contact meet at a point and forms a right angle This theory you have to read. Now don't skip. Maths means only problem. No. Upon this 1 mark questions highest comes in circle and all. So therefore angle OAP is equal to angle OBP here. That is always 90 degree. Perpendicular line drawn from the center to tangent. So this is about the basic things both we can see in circle. Next we have to move on to the theorem. Tomorrow next class we'll see. Today already time up. Okay. Theorems next class is. Okay. One more thing.